But I'll let y'all figure that out right now, because right now we are going to our next run, which is going to be some absolutely amazing Liminal Ranger. Excuse me as I swallow there. Liminal Ranger, normal ending from bagelcat. bagelcat, take it away.
All right, hello everyone. My name is bagelcat. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. Hope you've been enjoying the run so far. I'm here to run Liminal Ranger, which is a little indie game made by one person, Yato on top. I'll talk about him later. He's super cool. But yeah, this is a little indie 3D platformer, kind of a collect 'em up, I guess you'd call it. We're gonna run around some liminal spaces and collect some cool little items, and I believe we did get our incentive for the true ending for this game, which I'm super excited about. Thank you so much for everyone who helped contribute to that. And so we're gonna find, we're gonna get the true ending of the game. We're gonna find our friend in liminal space. I'll explain things as we go along. But yeah, I'm super excited for this, and I think we'll just get started soon. Time's gonna start when I hit this new game button in 3, 2, 1, and we're off.
Good luck.
Thank you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're seeing that we're going to go meet our friend in this corridor. This corridor will be important later, and we are going to be skipping texts, so stuff is a little bit hectic right now at the start of the run, but basically our friend has turned into a bad vibe because of the liminal space, that little guy. But we can't think about that now, because 5 years later we have joined this Liminal Ranger Association, and we're getting our space helmet, we're going to work, and here we're going to meet our boss, whose name is Boss, and we will refer to him as such. We're going to skip a tutorial, reset to checkpoint to exit our office, and grab our tools to go be the Liminal Ranger at work. And we're going to go this portal right into the first level. One of our tools you'll see is the spray bottle, which we will use to spray the bad vibes away. If we touch them or if we stay in their red vision cones too long, we will die. So we will try to avoid that. We're going to use our trusty little pogo stick to get through this little vaporwave landscape. And right here, I'm going to switch to a teleporting coin to go up on top of here, and we're going to talk to our first liminal space. Oops, that's okay. So the teleporting coin kind of lets us set checkpoints wherever we want, which is really useful. And what we did there was we talked to the hallway through the wall. The raycast, the interaction raycast kind of goes through walls. But our job as the Liminal Ranger is to talk to liminal spaces and help them with their problems. Oh wow, barely avoided getting seen there. That was pretty close. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these little cups right here, and all of these cups are memories that are related to the hallway. So the hallway feels a little bit down. People just pass through him. He feels a little bit underappreciated. But what we're going to do is we're going to collect these cups of the memories. The cups represent memories of people that were in the hallway and had a good time. And so by collecting all of these, we'll help the liminal spaces feel appreciated. Each level, which is like helping one space, has 2 landmarks. And each landmark has 4 items. So we're about to get our final cup here. We're going to use the teleporting coin to get through this gap, and then use our hammer to break this glass. And the hammer actually is going to have a funny surprise ability that we'll see later. For now, we're going to spray this guy and leave our coin here. Oops. As a checkpoint. The coin is super useful because like the ability to set checkpoints wherever you want is just really nice for like optimizing your like checkpoint resetting and stuff. We're gonna grab a quick little paper airplane here, and this paper airplane, you'll notice the font is a little different from the cups we were collecting earlier. And that's because the paper airplane is a memory of the Liminal Ranger, of us, related to our friend who we'd lost in liminal space. And by collecting those are the collectibles for the true ending. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab this real quick before that guy turns around. This little building that we're in right now, where we're collecting the benches, we used to you're supposed to route it bottom to top, but we jumped up that spike, which was a little bit tricky to do it top to bottom, which is slightly faster. The reason that last one said null was actually because of a small bug. I'll explain it in a second, because first I have to explain the main mechanic of this game, or progression mechanic, which is we return items to power ourselves up. So we start with a large arsenal, and the arsenal actually gets smaller, but the items become like, they get extra powers. So we traded in our spray bottle. No more spraying the bad vibes away. But now our hammer has strangely gain the ability to fly, and so we're gonna glide right past that guy's vision. The hammer is like kind of a strange mechanic. If you like click it while you're jumping, then you'll get a big boost, but you can also use it to slow fall if you do it while you are already falling. Of course, it still breaks glass, but then also while you're boosting, if you touch like a wall or ceiling, then the boost gets canceled. So we have to be careful, like, not to hit anything while we're floating. Otherwise, we might fall in a spot we don't want, but it's going to be really useful for like that section where we fly over all those bad vibes.
Well, I can give you
right
a really
here.
quick good vibe if you'd like.
Oh, absolutely, sure.
Sure, we got a $15 good vibe donation from Purple Blunder, who says, "Good luck, bagelcat, on the Liminal Ranger run, and good luck, Alice, with everything. Hope
Oh
you
my
can
gosh.
finally get in this February." So thank you so much.
Yes, that's great. So you'll notice we talked to, or we did not talk to the liminal space. There was a small gap. Oops, bonking my head on here. There was a small gap in the like little barrier that's supposed to make you talk to them, but that's okay. Because we can just talk to them later after we have mysteriously collected all the light switches and solved all their problems without ever talking to them. Next thing we're going to do here is grab these chairs and this, oh my gosh, bonking my head again. No, this game does like verticality so well. I think it's a very very cool design, and especially when we get to break the verticality by, we're supposed to go through that building and do a bunch of platforming, but we can just use the hammer, glide right over, and get this checkpoint. What was I on? Let's see. I was talking about Yatone Top, the solo developer of this game, who is extremely cool. Yeah, this entire game was made by him. All the music, all the models, everything you see here was made by one person, and this game is pay what you want on itch.io, so you can try it for yourself. It is a very nice experience. We're gonna grab our last chair here and use the coin we threw earlier to just go back to the hotel who we'll talk to. And then we're gonna go back to our boss, and we're actually gonna do a little bit of breaking the game. Inside the prompt box to return an item, you can actually just reset to checkpoint and freely move around without like seeing anything. So we're gonna do that and just move right into the exit portal without ever returning our item. So we're gonna keep an item because we don't need to power up anything else. The hammer's pretty good. Right here, we've ended up in a strange space back in the corridor where we lost our friend. And this is a kind of walking cutscene where we're going after our friend, Ghost or something. Some kind of liminal event is happening. But if you have any messages for about 30 seconds or so, we can read some more.
Absolutely. So it turns out Steve is no longer winning the race because we had a $100 donation from Ostrava. Thank you so much for that. And that donation went towards Beat from Jet Set Radio. So Beat is currently in the lead. Thank you so much for that. You are super kind. And again, 2817, we hit 3,000 and we unlock Banana Rumble. So let's go, friends.
That's incredible. Thank you. So we'll notice that our third and final assignment as the Liminal Ranger is to actually go take care of the corridor, the very corridor in which we lost our friend 5 years ago. So that's a little strange for us, but we're still just going to do our job. Normally, again, we would have to do a lot of platforming down there among these like massive bad vibes, but we're just going to use our hammer and fly up onto these cliffs, which could arguably be considered out of bounds, but there actually is like an invisible wall over there later. So maybe it's intended, maybe not, but we're going to have a nice little flight over and start getting some skateboards. And I don't know, this level is just so beautiful. It's like so fun to be in this level. When I played it for the first time, like the platforming is kind of frustrating, but it's like such a nice environment. We're gonna get our skateboards, flying right through these guys. And then we're gonna drop down, and I did leave my coin up on the tower where we started because climbing that tower otherwise is like such a pain. It's really hard to get up here. So we'll just leave our checkpoint there the whole time for this level. And again, there's a ton of bad vibes down there in the valley, but we're just gonna glide right over and get these vents, our final items, top to bottom. Oop. Get past that guy, and then we're gonna have our final Liminal Ranger memento there, and so that's going to help us get the true ending. And I got to be quick about getting out of there, barely avoiding getting seen by that one.
Nice.
And right after this guy, he's going to look at me, yeah. Hi. He's going to look away, and then we'll teleport back, and we've gotten everything. And so normally, in the normal ending, we would have just gone back to our office. Nothing strange to report at work. We'd go home, drive home in the night. But instead, since we collected all of the special mementos, we've been transported to a new liminal space, and there's our friend who has now just transcended reality, I suppose. Of course, we are skipping the dialogue, but it's a cool ending. Playing through this game yourself, there's just a lot of cool stuff you can do and read about, but we're going to be coming up on time soon as we go through, bounce off this little portal here. 3, 2, 1, and there we go, that's time. We're going to join our liminal friend in liminal space. And yeah, that's been the true ending for Liminal Ranger. Again, song you're hearing right now, everything done by Itoum Top. Such a cool artist, making games, music, animations, everything. And yeah, no, you can play this for free or pay what you want on itch.io. It's just such a great game. Like playing it for the first time or speedrunning it, like with all the different items, and like movement and routing flexibility, it's super nice. And so I'm really glad I got to show it off for y'all. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for supporting Alice. Yeah, y'all have a good rest of your Friday.
GG's, everybody. A little bit more, just a lot more GG's for bagelcat for that absolutely lovely run of Liminal Ranger. That is such a cool game. Definitely worth checking out, friends. But again, ooh, we have some more fun things to discuss. And that is a wonderful $25 donation from TR_07. Thank you so much for that. You are so kind and amazing. With that, we are only, oh boy, y'all are making me do math. I'm staring at my camera that's currently covered, but we are $158 away from hitting $3,000, unlocking our bonus game for this wonderful Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble run. It is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and you definitely need to check it out. Just honestly, looking at the list of upcoming games right now, they're all going to be amazing. So you're going to want to check out every single one of those to see the rest of the schedule. I already see it in chat, but head to the link from !schedule. And while you're looking at that, I'm going to remind you that Running Through Wonderland is a speedrunning marathon for mutual aid, benefiting our friend Alice as she prepares for gender-affirming surgery in February of 2025. We will be live on this channel every day from, well, Wednesday, October 16th, which is in the past, to Sunday, October 20th, which is in the future. Stay tuned to see some amazing runs. And again, if you want to see that schedule, you can just type !schedule in chat. As we are setting up for the next run, just remind you all of one more time of that bid war for Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Again, we have Beat that has taken a commanding lead, but someone close-ish kind of second place is Steve from Minecraft, and Kiryu is rounding out the top 3. We also have Yoko and Morgana they're both looking for some love to catch up. But you know what to do, friends! ! Donate and put your donate. Make sure you put that donation towards the incentive. We don't want to make any of those characters sad, but unfortunately, there is one character that is sad, and that is me. Because, well, I have to go, friends. I love you specifically out there, but you have been absolutely amazing. You are doing such wonderful things for such a wonderful person in the form of Alice in Wonderland games. I've been Oscar424. I'm still going to be Oscar424 when I leave here, but for the meantime, I am going to be handing over this wonderful microphone, and I hope Threech's is a lot younger than mine because mine is ancient. But I'm handing you over to the wonderful Threech on the hosting desk. Until next time, friends, bye-bye!
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. If you're in the US or on the East Coast, happy weekend start. It's a wonderful day. My name is Threech, and I will be here with you for the next 2 runs. I'm so excited. When I left yesterday, we had just hit $2,000. We are already flying toward our way to $3,000. Thank you so much for tuning in today to Running Through Wonderland. I'm so excited to be helping out with this. It's an amazing cause. I love that we are banding together as a community to support Alice and raise money for her upcoming surgery. So thank you everyone who's donated so far, and thank you to everyone tuning in for continuing to watch and support and consider making some donations. Just as a quick update, as a reminder of where we're headed tonight, we have got Kingdom Hearts 3, a blindfolded Yozora showcase coming up next. Afterwards, we will see JSR and Peanut Butter the dog play Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball. If you've been following speedrunning this year, it's been the year of the dog, so I'm very excited. Peanut Butter's just a good boy. He's a good boy. So I'm so excited to be on the mic for that as well. Afterwards, we've got a Super Monkey Ball block that's coming up. And what I'd love to tell you all about is our bonus game, the Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble run that Helix will do if we hit $3,000 raised by that point. We need to raise it by the end of Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD. Banana Rumble is going to be the world tour. It's the newest of the Super Monkey Ball games. And I'll be honest with you, I was telling Helix right before this, if my playthrough of Super Mario Sunshine's bonus levels are any indication, I would be terrible at Super Monkey Ball. But it is very fun to watch. I feel the same way about Dark Souls. So Super Monkey Ball, Dark Souls, same thing, right? They're basically the same thing. But if you don't think they're the same thing, you can donate to tell me I'm wrong, because I'm cool with that. I can be wrong. That's fun. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated. We are at $2,847. That is incredible. We're let me do some math. We are $153 away from meeting that $3,000 milestone, which will get us that Banana Rumble or Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble game. In addition to that, I'd also love to remind you about our existing bid war. That is for Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania Story Mode All Worlds. We have a character bid war. There are several choices up right now. We've got Beat, Kiryu, Morgana, Steve from Minecraft, and Yoko. And right now, let me give it a quick refresh. I did have to refresh because before Steve was in a clear lead, but now Beat has pulled ahead and has $100 behind them. You too can witness the glory of Steve from Minecraft being the character we play in Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. If you wish to donate, that will also get us closer to our $3,000 milestone. Remember that every donation goes toward that. So if you donate, you will also be contributing to that milestone. In addition, I'd like to remind you that if you're interested in putting your donation toward those incentives, you do need to remember to apply it at the bottom of the donation page. So type in !donate to get to that page, get that info. And at the bottom, you're going to see add incentive. You want to click on that and then select the name that you're interested in contributing to. We've raised $136 through that bid war incentive already, and time is running out. We got to get that before Banana Mania happens, which is just in a few runs. So folks, now is the time to donate. Let's get to that $3,000. Thank you so much to Astrava for the $100 donation with no comment, but thank you so much. That brings us closer to that total. In addition, we've got a $25 donation from TR07. Thanks, TR, for that donation. No comment, but we really appreciate it.